Aloha, love pups, and welcome back to more Lost in Limbo. Before we get started on today's video, I would like to give a special thanks again to Ravenstar Games for gifting us this game's demo code a week early before the official release. Which, if you guys are also interested in this game, the demo does come out on August 21st. Now, before we actually get into the game, over on their Twitter, Ravenstar Games has tweeted out information concerning one of the characters, which is actually the character's route who I got on the first go last time. Or technically not the first go because I died, but technicalities. But I thought it would be pretty funny if we went through his information. So, let us give it a go. The character is obviously the eldest brother, Lord Amon. He is 34 years old and he is 7'1", which makes me want to kick him in his shins because why so tall? He likes shiny things to party and teasing people. Well, he likes parties and teasing people, which the teasing people part is going to be quite interesting knowing how easily flustered I can get. I might need saving. Don't actually save me. He dislikes getting up early, which person doesn't? He dislikes silver, and he also dislikes vegetables. I also don't like my vegetables, so I do not blame you. He likes collecting all sorts of useless things he finds interesting, which makes me think he's a hoarder, and that is probably going to drive my OCD-ness up a wall. But that is okay, because I guess that is why he is known as a Dragon of Douglas. That, or for something that we don't know yet. He has a terrible fashion sense, which I wouldn't say his fashion sense is that bad. It can't be worse than my everyday attire. And he can't tell the difference between his left and right. Which same? Very much so same. Somebody please help me. I'm constantly getting lost. I'm very glad this game hasn't sent me in many directions yet. Also, the thing that caught me the most is the fact that here at the very bottom where it says impressively good at dancing. And as someone who also loves to dance, I am quite interested in how we will be able to see this in the game. But without further ado, let us continue with the game. Oh. Cut the camera! You might have everybody else wrapped around your little fingers, but I don't like you, sir. I don't like you. So you guys might be wondering what exactly we're doing. We're going to choose basically the opposite of everything that we chose in the first playthrough. So in the first playthrough, we said politely decline. We're going to say, you know what they say, never look a gift horse in the mouth, just so we can see all the, other options and all that jazz. Oh, well, it's either getting a tarot reading or wallowing in my misery while I wait for Evie to finish up. And that could take, what, 3 hours? I wouldn't be surprised if Master Lysander kicks her out. Before I can open my mouth, however, I remember something crucial. Sorry, I didn't book a session. My friend is already in there if you're colleagues, so...
On the house. Your soul looks like it craves some advice.
How do you know what my soul wants, mister? I don't trust you. Probably because I already seen what you do to me. I managed not to make any weird faces. As much as this is not my thing, I'm not about to laugh at it either. Out loud, at least. My soul is kind of fine. You don't need to bother. Is it now? Yeah. It's fine. My soul is fine.
Mind you, my colleague won't appreciate you digging a hole in our floor without good reason.
Huh? And their eyes are pointedly aiming at my leg, rapidly bouncing... my rapidly bouncing leg. I stop immediately, heat crawling up my face. Allow me to insist. All right. Maybe I can get another funny prediction to add to the pile. It would be way more entertaining than sitting here staring at the ceiling for God knows how long. I stand up from my seat and smile, and their smile broadens. As I follow them, I give a last glance to the door Evie disappeared behind. I'm sure I'll be done before she is anyway. Okay. It's a small place that barely has space to move around. The air is heavy, charged with different smells mixing together in a distinct perfume. Please close the door and take a seat. I don't wanna listen to you. No, I've never been intimidated by places like this. I'm not about to start now. I push the door until it's sealed, sending a flurry of some kind of sparkling powder from the door. Sparkles. Thank you. As I take my seat, the seer starts rummaging around. When they finally sit in front of me, they place a small notebook near the edge of the table. Discomfort worms its way into my chest. But inside it, there's the slightest spark of curiosity. Share your thoughts with me. No. You don't deserve my thoughts after what you did to me in a previous life. My thoughts? The first thing crossing your mind. The key to getting acquainted with one's psyche lies in spontaneity. That's surprisingly insightful. Wait, before we start, I have to warn you. I don't believe in this kind of thing. We both have our reasons to walk the paths we choose. That we do. Now, as much as I would be ecstatic to discuss this further with you, I don't want to discuss things further with you. We asked, what does the one between say about me? So, what do you know about my family? I don't trust this person in the slightest. If they know more than they should about me and my loved ones, I want to know. I won't beat around the bush then. What exactly do you know about my family? About me? My objective is to see them falter, to catch the slightest hint of doubt, of artifice, either in their voice or expression. In such a small town, gossip is like wildfire. And not even my family is safe from its reach. My grandmother, in particular, doesn't have the best reputation among the neighbors. I know enough. That answers nothing. I know that your grandmother, just like my brother, believes this town to be cursed. I know she has worked diligently for decades, trying to find a way to dispel the darkness she deems to be slowly suffocating this place. In a desperate attempt to protect what she cares about the most. A faint thud makes my breath hitch. The notebook has been opened, and on its last page rests a red ribbon made of silk. I know your parents were not happy with her ways. Their gaze softens, melts until their smile pitifully pushes up one of their cheeks. You were always torn between their opinions, between their quarrels, between two different worlds, wondering which side should you tip the balance towards. Pleasing one side could mean to deeply hurt the other. They all believed you to be special in strictly different ways, and how could you not want to satisfy them all? That's enough. Their mouth hangs open, ready to release another string of words. When their lips press back together, it's as though my chest is being crushed between them. My apologies. I didn't mean to upset you. I'm not upset, I want to say, but it's obvious that they've ruffled me. How do you know all that? I. They choke on their own saliva, head swaying from side to side. The grimace on their face flickers like a faulty light bulb, and their hands ball into tight fists on the table. I should not say. Are you okay? Yes. A single droplet of sweat makes its way down the long bridge of their nose. The next breath I take settles strangely in the pit of my lungs. We should proceed. This is what you're here for, after all. Under my vigilant stare, they tie one end of the ribbon around their wrist. They extend, this is where bad things happen. How does this person know so much about my family? About my grandmother, who hasn't left the house for as long as I can remember and doesn't interact with anyone besides my mom and me. She's a mystery, even to myself. But to this person, it's like they've read into her mind. I can't say I believe any of their words, but the shadow of doubt is starting to settle on my chest. Poopy. Which fight should we go with? Which fight? This one. Look. You shouldn't have, like, I don't know, man. If you would have just left me alone in the living room, I think we both would have been better off. Like, you are not complete. I'm never complete. I'm missing a lot of things. I have a lot of screws loose. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, isn't this where I couldn't control my mouse the last time? I can control now? I want to say, is that someone help? I want to say this. What does that one say? I can't read that one. I want to do someone help. I know. You are my dear, dear wanderer, after all. What? Her last beacon of hope. The one that carries my will. Okay. Here's the plan, guys. Here's the plan. We got this time. We go towards that light, right? We're gonna go towards that light. And when we go towards it, we don't die this time. Sounds easy enough, right? Right? I think we got this time. I just need to go towards the light. Wait. Saying go towards the light and not die sounds kind of, contradictory. But we just gotta go towards the thing. No. We gotta walk towards that fire. Gotta walk towards that fire. I will not die this time, I swear. I got this. Searching for someone. They found me. No. That. The fact that I still panicked. Every fiber of my being is set on fire. What the hell is that? No. I ain't. No. I'm heading towards the campfire. Let's go. Oh, wait. Is this what got me killed last time because I just ran? Oh, I might have derped. The mud becomes heavy and sticky under my feet, but I keep going. The ripples of smoke come closer, and so does the tower. Gotta keep going. Dang it. Yeah. I died. Yeah. Whoops. No. We gotta go towards that fire. The fire will keep me alive, I swear. I just gotta not... Hi. I did it this time. You guys proud of me? I did it this time. It hasn't seen me yet, or so I hope. Why is it saying my name? Throwing a panicked glance over my shoulder, I make up my mind. As silently as I can manage, I delve deeper into the woods opposite to the creature. I walk until I can't see the road any longer, careful not to step on any dry patches of grass or fallen leaves. It's dark. Fog is starting to rise, wrapping me in a frostbitten embrace, and I can barely see beyond the tips of my toes. Bloody hands still over my mouth, I slowly crouch down a tree and wait. I don't know what I should do. What if it doesn't leave? What if it comes this way and it's out there? I feel it. If I ignore the deafening sound of my heartbeat, I swear I can hear its heavy steps behind me. Please don't find me. Please don't find me. I wait in silence, not daring to even breathe. Time stretches until I lose track of it, until I perceive nothing but the wailing of the wind and the anxious throbbing of my taut muscles. Every time I think of standing up and looking back, I stop myself. Just a minute longer. I can't stay here forever. I should keep walking. Head anywhere I can reach. I clumsily bring myself to my feet, using the tree for leverage. Peeling my hand off my face, I take a shallow breath. One that smells of iron and dirt. Oh shit, fuck ass. Hi, Envy. Pain rattles my skull as I'm shoved back against the trunk. Our fingers press against my lips, shutting them close. A pair of hollow eyes bore into mine. I latch onto the arm, keeping me hostage, yanking at the fabric covering it.
If you want to live, do not move.
Thin, unblinking pupils pin me where I stand. My chest heaves with ragged breaths, and the fingers digging in my jaw tighten painfully in silent punishment. And they push me back against the tree with more force. The jagged edges of the bark bite into my skin. As this unfamiliar face draws closer to mine, closer until I can feel their breath merging with mine, I swear my skull is going to crack in half like an egg. I'll obey. For now. Terror takes over. Those sunken eyes make my gut churn. It feels as if they're diving deep into me, searching for something. I take one last breath through my nose before I become completely still. My hands, clawing at his arm a second ago, now hold on to him for dear life. I look into their eyes, begging, but they just push harder against my mouth. Something moves behind them, and a pitiful sound echoes from my chest.
Shh, quiet.
I'm trying. Shit. My gaze flickers to the left, but the stranger tilts my head back into place, forcing me to lock gazes with them. They don't move. If it weren't for the pulse I can feel in their fingers, I would swear there's no heart beating past their ribcage. The treacherous claws of curiosity tickle my spine, beckoning me to look over their shoulder, but I resist the urge. Instead, I just stare deeply into the haunting pools of vicious green in front of me. We wait. The chill of the night filters through my clothes, biting into my sweat-coated skin. My heart beats so achingly loud I'm afraid it will give away our position. But just as fast as it began, it ends. The stranger releases me, taking away all the strength that was keeping me upright. I manage to kneel forward, fighting the acid climbing to my throat. A retch rattles my chest, but I swallow down whatever may be trying to emerge. My forceful savior looks around in grim silence. When they notice my gaze, they tilt their head askew, as if wondering whether I have something to say. You're not as obtuse as you look. Thank you. Maybe you do have a chance after all. Thank you? Huh? Is that a compliment? And their words are hushed, not meant for my ears, but aimed at me nonetheless. Then he starts walking away without so much as a warning. Wait! They don't stop. I don't have time to think as I bring myself to my feet, running after them. Hey! Wait! I wrap my hand around their arm to stop them.
Do not touch me.
He brushes me away, creating some distance between us. I'm left bruised, breathless, and confused, gawking at their retreating back as I scramble to follow them. We've made it back to the path somehow. The moonlight traces the silver edges of his attire, and recognition tickles my brain. Are you one of them? What? Your cloak. What about it? The eye in their chest, the obscured face. This can't be a coincidence. Take your hood off. They stare at me. From this distance, I can't see their eyes, but I feel them piercing me with cold defiance. Please. After a tense moment of silence, he sighs. Their hands move slowly to the edges of their hood, peeling it off their head. His skin is so pale I can clearly see the bluish veins running under his cheeks. His eyes, a green too bright to be natural, draw a line from the top of my head to the tip of my toes, but his expression doesn't deviate from utter disinterest. A foolish wave of relief washes over me. It's not them. It's not the seer. Satisfied? And they walk away, not waiting for an answer. Whoever this is, they don't look surprised to see me. I'm covered in mud, one arm still dripping blood, and they haven't so much as batted an eyelid. There's no way someone like them has found me here in the middle of nowhere by pure chance. I stumble after them without a second thought, bringing a hand to my still burning chest. Wait, you know something, don't you? They don't slow down whatsoever. If anything, I'd swear they're speeding up to try and leave me behind. Wait, can you walk slower, please? No, keep up. I instinctively look back at the tower, now becoming thinner on the horizon as we start climbing down the hill. Where are we? Somewhere you should not be. Thank you, Captain Obvious. That's pretty obvious. Are we far away from Faybourne? Do you know where that is?
We are immeasurably far from your home.
Lovely. Their firm, hasty steps carry them down the hill with the confidence of someone who knows where they're going, and I don't know what to do or say. Reason is starting to abandon me, slowly but surely, and my vision is already blurring at the edges. Someone did something to me. I've probably lost some blood, and I think I'm delirious. I catch the flicker of their eyes as they glance at my bloody hand. You will survive. Can I hit him? Can I hit him? Please, please. It won't hurt. For long. Their indifferent snort makes me stop completely when they notice I'm not following, and they look at me over their shoulder, arms crossed in clear annoyance. What are you stopping for? I see it now, the disgust in his gaze as he looks at me, the impatient tapping of his foot, both as if I were nothing but a nuisance they were forced to take care of. This person doesn't feel any sympathy for me, and his intentions are as much as a mystery as he is. I stop myself from looking back as the thought of running away crosses my mind. Maybe if I use all the strength left in me to reach the campfire, I have a chance to do it. Huh? You a mind reader? I will not go after you. If you want to leave, leave. I do not care. Then why the hell did you help me? The words leave my mouth before I can think them through, and the step they were about to take halts suddenly, as if my question had physically manifested in front of them to block their way. Do not be mistaken. If I saved you, know I have my reasons. And those are... He lifts his gaze to the sky. The storm is growing closer. The distant thunder is now raging somewhere nearby. Let us hurry. It won't be long before they find our trail. What? No response again. I speed up as much as my sore muscles allow me until I'm walking right next to them, and they take a pointed step to the side to distance themselves from me. Who? What do you mean? That thing? Are you talking about that? Yes. You saw it? Yes. So I wasn't hallucinating? No. Okay. Fine, I'll stop asking questions. Shit. Aren't you a sunshine? I'ma call you Sunny. Maybe not. So, what is it? A dude in a costume trying to scare the kids around town?
Huh.
Do you see anything similar to a town around? Then what was it? Why did it know my name? Circles. Can't you just be quiet for a second? No! For someone who complains about their state, you surely have plenty of energy to flap that tongue of yours. If you answered any of my questions, I'd have a reason to shut up. And they growl in response, throwing their hands in the air. Something I would do too if my muscles didn't feel like they were about to shatter into a million pieces. All your questions will be answered when we get to safety. Now, unless you wish to know what it feels like to have your head separated from your body, shut up and keep walking. A shudder rolls down my spine as I risk a glance back over my shoulder. All right, get to safety. That sounds good. At least tell me your name. No. Why not? It is not important. It is to me. They mutter something under their breath. I don't have to hear it to know it's nothing close to a compliment. If you were just a little bit more compliant, then I wouldn't be... Envy. Huh?
If you have to address me, which I hope doesn't happen too frequently, that is what you will call me.
Is that like an artistic name or something? Over the hushed sounds of the night, I catch the hitch of his breath. No. Alright. Nice to meet you, I guess. I'm Althemia. I did not ask. I'm left behind again as they pick up speed, and this time I don't try to catch up. That's the end of the conversation, and of any further exchange we could have. We continue to climb down the hill in silence, with me trailing a few feet behind him. The wind starts blowing more harshly, stinging to my skin, and I hug myself to preserve the feeble warmth left in me. Every step takes immense effort, but I refuse to stop. I know they're not going to help me to my feet if I were to fall down. Do not dawdle. We're not out of danger yet. Their words jumble together in my brain. I only make out not out of danger, and that alone is enough to make me grit my teeth and keep moving forward. I'm trying. Not hard enough, it seems. Ooh, I want to bite back so bad, but if I start yelling now, those things are going to find us. Please wait. Please wait. I cannot. If you want to live, you will keep up. Of course, I want to live. The desperate outburst leaves my parched throat before I can stop it. Envy stops right in front of me, now watching me intently. And as I limp my way to them, I cling to my conviction for dear life. I want to live. That I don't understand, that I have questions, doesn't mean I'm just about to lay down and give up. I walk past him, one arm tightly wrapped around my stomach. The only rational thought amidst the panic turmoil in my brain is to keep moving forward at all costs. And I chase after that single sliver of hope with all the might I have left in me.
Fool.
What? And they pull me by the wrist with little delicacy. I'm slammed right into their side with unneeded strength, their arm awkwardly snaking around my own.
You will only slow us down.
I'm trying. Club it, dang it. Anyone would notice the tension in their every muscle as they press me to them. Thank you. I'm not doing this for you. Aw, but you're blushing. Thank you anyway. I'm met with silence. From this close, I catch the bob of their throat as they look over me in reassessment. We're almost there. If you survive the descent, you may have a chance. No other words leaves their lips as they carry me through the forest. As much as I try to walk on my own, I end up leaning against them more than I would like to admit. I don't feel any better, but by the time we reach what looks like the bottom of the hill, I'm at least breathing properly. Fog is starting to rise once more, coiling around the trunks and the rocks framing the path. We stop. The hand around my shoulder stiffens, and I look at its owner, catching them furrowing their brow. Someone's coming. My breath gets stuck midway as I remember that thing from before behind me. You don't have to tell me twice. I look at them as they step away, and I have to bend over to not lose my balance and fall flat to the ground. What? And they lift a finger to their lips, and I clamp my mouth shut. The knife is still in my hands, its presence as reassuring as it can be. I throw several glances at them, waiting for any signal to run or prepare as their arm stretches in front of me. However, when the tight buzzing in their arms in the air seems to reach its peak, Envy just deflates with his tiny sigh. I'm on. Oh? He has finally decided to show up now, I see. I can't contain my giddiness. Vivi! Fuck! Oh, wait. Close enough. I jump away with a scream crashing right into my nerve-wracking savior. My elbow collides quite spectacularly with their chin, with a loud crack when they try to stop me from throwing us both to the ground. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I am so sorry. Ouch! Watch out, idiot. I am so sorry. But call him the idiot. He's the one who scared me. Sorry. A man pops out from the fog. Heedless of our reaction, with each step he takes towards us, I found myself craning my neck back further until it stretched to its limit. He's wearing a weird, flashy tunic, and I avert my gaze when I see the generous cut in the middle, showcasing everything from his neck to his navel. Lava, dang it.
Vivi! Damn it, I was starting to get worried.
Well,
Don't call me that, you moron!
but Vivi.
Huh.
What's with that now? Just don't call me that.
Oh, I was worried sick about you. This is how you'll repay me?
Yes. I never asked for you to worry about me.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to ask, silly. It's my job.
Huh.
Circles keep me.
Hey, you two look comfy.
No, we don't. Oh, wait. I'm on top of him. Oh, stars. Oh, stars. Envy turns to meet me at the same time I do. Our limbs are still awkwardly tangled together, somehow creating a weird balance that keeps us from collapsing in a heap. Hey! Whoops. Envy shoves me away from them. Luckily, Amon catches me with an ease that borders on comedy, holding me up with a hand curled tightly around my arm.
Now. We don't treat our guests like that, Phoebe.
Man, I'm sorry. I just have that, like when you go to like a Walmart and there's a kid there and there's a kid and their parent just picks them up by their arm and they're just like off the ground. I feel like Amon could do that to me. And I'm average height. Like, what? Also, please don't do that to me. Envy covers their face with both hands, growling loudly against his palms. Your name is Vivi? No! Oh.
Use that name again and it'll be the last thing you do.
Okay. Jeez. Hands up. Hard to take them seriously when they look like that. But, oh well. Cute, right? As I look intermittently between them, I decided I don't know which one of them I trust the least. You alright? My mouth opens to speak, but the sight of the man approaching me steals any coherent words I could offer. It's not that he's taller than average, no. He's the tallest person I've ever encountered in my life. He's huge, massive even. A smirk ticks the corner of his lips. A smirk ticks the corner of his lip upwards, squeezing the eye patch he's wearing over his left eye against his brow bone.
I may have to charge you if you look at me like that for too long.
That's not nice. My mind short circuits, unsure of how to handle the situation at all. I raise my bleeding hand and wave it about. No, I'm not alright. Your friend here has been dragging me around the forest for a good while now. As if I have not once forced you to come with me. Oh, thank you for your basic decency. You do not deserve even that. Please, just one smack. Pretty please. Raven Star Games, please. You two are getting along just fine, ain't ya? No. I bring my not stabbed hand to my forehead and massage my temples. This couldn't go any worse. When I raise my head again, Amon is scrutinizing me with an arched eyebrow. What? He dusts off my shoulders, but as kind as the gesture is, the slightly disgusted face he makes as his fingers rake through the mud clinging to my clothes betrays how terrible I must look.
Oh.
Damn, you look like crap, bunny. Thanks. Wait, what did you... The name's Amon, by the way. I'm Vivi's big bro. He draws Envy closer by the shoulders with a huge grin, gluing him to his side.
Huh.
Unfortunately. You two are siblings? So, what happened? I thought it wouldn't take you long. Envy scurries away from his brother's grasp. Once again, I'm non-existent. Yeah, they're family all right. The ignoring people actively talking to me trait must run in their genes. The Voidbound found her first. I managed to lure them away, but they must have picked up on our trail by now.
No.
That's no good. The what? Let's get going then. I already sent word to the spire of what's going on. Wait, what? Wait. Let me stop you right there. This is going too fast. I'm having trouble catching up. What the hell are you talking about? Nothing of your concern. You keep doing as I say. What? No! Their eyes narrow on me. No. No! I think I have already played along enough. I deserve an explanation at the very least. Our gazes clash. I take a preemptive step back, and as I try to curl my hand tightly around the knife, I suddenly realize it's no longer there. Did I drop it? I cast a glance around the area, but I don't see any signs of the rudimentary blade I've been calling my companion for a while now. Are you looking for this? With a twirl of their wrist, they produce my knife in their cloak. There's no trace of the blood and mud that were glued to the blade only minutes ago. I grip my teeth, a single drop of cold sweat tracing down my spine. Good. Remember the position you are in. The cloak swallows both his arm and the knife as he drapes it over himself again. Their expressions betray neither their emotions nor intentions. I will tell you what will happen next. You will keep following my instructions until we are out of here. That is the only thing you should think about. I'm not moving until you tell me what's going on. His unreadable facade cracks at the edges. Don't you understand that you are in no position to bargain? Stop saying that. What do you want from me? You're clearly not here to help me, so... I very much told you so. Please, if you have a heart, just help me. I can't take it anymore. The doubt, the fear, the pain, the haze clouding my mind. Envy snorts. Next to them, Amon places one hand on their shoulder, and the other gently holds my arm. Come on, being in a rush doesn't mean we can't be a bit nicer. We do not have time for that. Let's try to. There's still a frustrated pinch in Envy's brow, but it's enough to reignite the hope in my chest. Fine, we will explain, but only while we move. We cannot stay put any longer. That is as much as I'm willing to offer. A middle ground, more or less. The tension that had been building in my shoulders dispels with a sigh. Okay, thank you. And they click their tongue at me before marching away. Amon's fingers tap my arm, and he offers me an encouraging smile. We both follow Envy as he makes his way through the fizzy fog. I try to follow in step next to them, but just like before, they do their best to outpace me. So, your explanation? You are in Limbo, the realm between. A place that should, per the laws of existence, be out of reach to you. No one has ever crossed the border from this side or the other, at least that we know of. The one between, and the realm between. No, that was just a farce. I don't think I'm following. Of course. Think about it as the ocean. You can see the surface, but the depths are dark. And until you submerge, you cannot know what lies beneath. Or even if you can make it there. Their eyes pointedly land on me. Which brings up some further questions. Why did you make the dive in the first place, for example? I didn't dive into anything. Save your explanations. If you survive, you'll have plenty of time to give them. Can you stop with the if you survive thing? Someone would believe you're waiting for me to drop dead any minute now. They pause, and their gaze lifts to my face. Our eyes meet. Then he turns away without a word. I see. Not confirming, but not denying either. Great. So, am I dead? No, of course not. You are not that dim, are you? You must have had some suspicions about the nature of this place. Try to fight it, as you will, but the truth is the truth, and I'm being kind enough to show it to you. This looks pretty normal to me. The forest, I mean, and... Stop lying to yourself. It's pathetic. I'm not. Well, maybe I am, but it's hard to believe in this stuff. Maybe believe is not the word? Digest? I feel like I'm going crazy. As if the universe ever cared about one's beliefs. Worry not. This should clear any reservations you may have. Amon, if you please. Amon's been walking a few feet behind us. With envious acknowledgement, he smiles bright and picks up the pace, brushing a hand on his sibling's back. See? We all can get along when we put in some effort. Ugh. Save your commentary. Amon turns to face me, bringing his eye forward before it can roll all the way back. Offering me another smile as a peacemaking gesture, he places a hand on my upper back, beckoning me forward. Now, little bunny, come and see. If there's something that can make you believe us, it's this right here. Fine, but stop calling me... Whoa. That. Behind him, a lonely castle sits on top of a mountain, floating over the pearlescent fog. Light shines from within its walls, bathing the interior in a shimmering glow. A slim tower pierces the dark clouds, but this one doesn't feed the darkness around it. Instead, it keeps the storm at bay with a golden beam of light. It is a lighthouse, a beacon of hope in the middle of a sea of black clouds. 1,000 pinnacles emerge from some nebulous distance. It's hauntingly familiar, but as much as I try to pull the memories to the forefront of my mind, I can't. There are none to find. I know I've never seen this before, but I have. Ahem. Little bunny, welcome to Limbo, our pleasant home. The realm within the great void, house of the blessed ones. That is not exactly... Never mind.
Yeah.
Don't worry, just a slogan. Tourists love it. We don't have tourists, idiot. They would love it if we had them. Their voices become fleeting mumbles. I stare up to where the golden light disappears high in the sky. And then I know. I know with absolute clarity that they are telling the truth. Envy was right. I'm immeasurably far away from home. Ah! What was that? I fall to my knees, gripping my head as a wave of mind-numbing pain cuts through my temples. Someone screams in the back of my mind, clawing at the walls of my consciousness, tearing them apart. Do not go. My wanderer. My wanderer. Don't go. Hey, are you all right? Behind my closed eyelids, flashes of red and black stain my vision, running in mocking circles. It's the tower's influence. It's trying to take over. They found us. I don't know what this one says. I'll something you do ya god? Something rough closes around my cheeks, holding my head firm. Fingers dig around my eyeballs, peeling my eyelids apart to force them open. Althemia. Althemia. Look at me. I can't. The pain, the voices. You have to fight. Expel them from your mind till your mind to claim you. My mouth opens. Only babbles make it out as foam gathers in the back of my throat and slides down to my lungs. Damn it all! Ow! Fire pierces my hand and climbs up to my shoulder. The squelch of blood steals my senses as envy sinks their nails into my wound, prodding and tugging at the flesh. Lightning surges through my veins, yanking my arm out of their reach. I have no time to react. His unforgiving touch finds my arm's neck, shaking me back and forth. Is it you? Althemia. I seal my mouth shut to avoid puking all over them. The voices have stopped, replaced by the all-consuming pain now making my arm spasm. Yes. Good. Stand up. Tears blur the corners of my eyes as they haul me to my feet. We're almost there. We will cross the bridge and then it will be over. I whine through gritted teeth. My feet can't hold my weight any longer. This is it. Summon a rift. Everything is slowly being plunged into thick darkness. I barely can make out Amon's silhouette as he runs towards us. Behind him, the forest wails and shudders. Long, broken fingers stretch from the depths of the shadows to grab him. What? But That's an order! With a click of their tongue, he takes off his cloak, throwing it away to be carried by the wind. Light engulfs me. Envy's hand on my arm tightens until his fingers are pressed against the bone. The air in front of us shakes violently, colors breaking into shapes and static noise. Envy's fingers turn black, yanking at the landscape like a blanket, tearing it apart and revealing another flash of light that makes me wince. Electricity cuts through the air. Jolts of it run up my skin, forcing a hiss out of me. That hurts. A long hallway suddenly stands before me, but the mountains are still here, all around us. Envy sticks a leg into it. White ripples swallow him up to the knee, distorting its shape. The choking pressure around my arm disappears as they let go. They look back at me, eyes narrowing as he tentatively extends a hand my way. We got it! The other is cradled against their chest, twitching and shaking. Their fingers have stretched into ink-stained claws. Come. His face is neutral, deprived of the aggression I've seen constantly since they appeared. There is no time. I'm frozen to the spot, transfixed on the hallway, breaking the sky apart. The right side of his body is gone, cut by a white quivering line. He shakes his hand in front of me, urging me to take it.
You have to choose. Come with me and live, or stay here and die.
My tongue is dry in my mouth, thick and dense. I stop thinking and force myself to act. I slowly paste my fingers on top of theirs, their freezing skin curling around mine.
Do not let go.
Their eyes are fixed on mine as they slide inside the hallway. I watch as his body disappears inch by inch until only his hand gripping mine is left. He tugs lightly. Another hand clasps my shoulder, squeezing it reassuringly from behind. Come on. I nod, staring at the agitated surface in front of me. The hallway is there, wavering as if it were underwater, and I let envy pull me through, following them with wobbly steps. Our hands disappear. The light licks its way up my skin until it swallows my elbow like a hungry beast. I try to keep my eyes open when my head finally crosses the threshold, but the light is so searing I'm forced to close them. Ugh. My eyes only flutter open when the pressure of Amon's palm on my shoulder disappears. The sounds of the forest are replaced by the gentle crackling of fire and the distant sound of a piano. I shudder and sigh in relief as the warmth of the room envelops me. The pressure clamped around my head ebbs away, taking the last remnants of the murmurs with it. That was too close for comfort.
Ah,
You bet. I've never seen so many of those fuckers together. As my senses clear, I start to take in my surroundings. The walls are high, hugged by columns, and those long stained glass windows I saw from afar. But we were just in the forest just a second ago, and now I turn around, my nose almost bumping Amon's chest when I do. He laughs and politely pushes himself away from me, leaving me room to breathe. Behind him, there's nothing but the other side of the hallway. More lamp lights flicker, fire lamps at the stone walls, and the columns slither upward until they vanish into the darkness. You! Are the voices gone? Shifting my weight from one side to another, I realize I feel lighter on my feet. The air around me is not oppressive anymore, but breezy and familiar. If it weren't for the ringing in my left ear, I would think I imagined a horror from before. Hey, I asked you a question. What?
Huh.
They sighed deeply, dramatically so. I suppose if your stupidity is back, you must be in control again. Thanks. I don't reply right away, but to be fair, I care about something else a bit more than defending myself from his jabs. Did you just stick your finger in my wound? I flip my hand over to survey the damage. I regret it instantly. The sight turns my knees liquid. Yes, I did. To save you, I may add. I don't like that he's right. My lips part to protest. They tilt their head in anticipation of it, shooting me a glare. If you still feel a presence within you, I may have to do it again. I'm good. No. Don't even joke about that. It's disgusting. I search for his other hand, the one I know must have traces of my blood. A gas sticks in my throat at the closed side of his fingers, now sharp talons stiffly curled over themselves. He quickly hides his battered hand between the folds of his tunic. They look away from me, their expression flattening. Whatever it is, it looks painful. I have a good slice sitting right on my palm, but whatever's going on with him looks even worse. As I trace the curves of their arm with my eyes, I reach out. I reach our still joined hands. His hold on me is firm, but I can feel a slight tremble in his muscles. I'm not sure they've realized they're still cupping my hand in theirs. You can let go of my hand now, Muppet. What? I want to ask if he's okay, but what? Hang on. We're gonna save because I want to come back to that one. Are you okay? And they blink, jaw falling slack. One would think I've slapped them across the face instead of asking an innocent question. Maybe I should have, now that I think of it. Of course. Why wouldn't I be? A different question pops in my mind in response to theirs. Why did I ask? I don't have an answer. Maybe it's because his arm is trembling, or because I know he's hiding that hand for a reason. I don't know. Your hand. They avert their eyes from me, dismissing whatever I may be thinking of saying next. The tension in his face lessens ever so slightly. It does not concern you. His reply is but a whisper, a tired mumble, not abrasive or defensive, just matter of fact. Are you... Am I what? Nothing. Forget it. You're blushing. You're blushing. You are blushing. Spire be blessed. There really is nothing inside that head of yours. I mean, he's not wrong. Figures that the tower could possess you so easily. You should talk louder if you want people to hear you, you know. An angry huff is the only sign that they've heard me. They drop my hand, slipping their other arm inside the tunic. As they walk away, I swear their pace is slower than before, but it's probably just my imagination. Oh. So where exactly? Gael. Hey guys, I got his name right that time. The master is here. I think from this point forward, everything's the same as what we've done already. Not that it should matter. Oh. Oh dear. He still blames Amon though. Poor Amon. He just gets blamed no matter what. Whoa. Yeah, so I think from that point forward, it's still so we're gonna go back to this one. Yeah, we can load. I need to know. You can let go of my hand now, Muppet. Alright, you can let go of my hand now, Muppet. He blinks at me as if the words had come to life to flick them on the forehead. They dip their stare down to our twined hands, and then he jumps away as though I had caught fire. Oh, that was so worth it. That was so worth it. They flap their arms oddly about until they straighten their back and glue the offending hand to their side. The sudden redness in their cheeks shines as brightly as the lanterns around us, and I can't help but be a little smug about it. Oh, is the Muppet embarrassed? The what? Muppet. Kinda suits you. Behind me, a low rumble of laughter reminds me it's not only the two of us here. Amon frames his chin with his thumb and index finger, glancing my way with a shrewd look in his eye. Hey, now that you say it, she's right. It kinda does. We share a knowing smirk as he stops next to me, setting a hand on my shoulder. Yes, of course. We had to bring the greatest clowns of the two worlds together. You know you love us. They're blushing, right? What do you think, Amon? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You two would be the most wonderful of friends, I'm sure. That's what you get for sticking your nasty fingers in my damned wound. You ungrateful. I did it to save you. Forget it. Waving their hand in aggravation, they turn and walk away hastily. Amon snores and our eyes meet again, a victorious glance between partners in crime. He pats me amicably and saunters after his sibling, keeping a considerate pace for me to follow. It felt great to give them a bit of their own medicine. Yeah. That was funny. That was very funny, but I'm pretty sure that's all the new information we got. No, actually quit the game. Go to the main menu. Main menu, please. Man, I love the whole thing. It's just so crazy. But I think now we got all the CGs. Because I'm pretty sure the rest of these, we have to play the full game. Yep, look at MV. He actually cared, guys. It's so crazy. I want to get to know more about him. Like, I so badly want to get to know more about him. But, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's episode. I know, big giant womp womp. But, that's okay. I can't wait for the full version of this game to come out. I'm just like, I just need more. It's beautiful. I literally can't stop thinking about it. Oh, I completely forgot about this. So, remember last time when I said the Kickstarter was grayed out? Well, it's still grayed out. But in their Discord server, they just announced that that the Kickstarter has gotten approved, so that will be added to the links down below now too. I'm so excited. Oh, my stars, words cannot explain my excitement. Everyone's going to be so annoyed with me until this game finally comes out, and then they're going to be even more annoyed with me because I'm just not going to stop talking about it. But anyways, it is time for me to bid you love pups and adieu. If you liked what you've seen, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, love pups.